Okay, so before I get started in the video, what is skill-based matchmaking? So skill-based matchmaking is basically an algorithm that works to put all competitors in a lobby with like players of similar skill levels. So this prevents like a lot worse players competing against a lot better players and vice versa. So now that you know what skill-based matchmaking is, why is skill-based matchmaking bad? So let's imagine this. Every time you get home from a day of work or a day of school, you hop on Call of Duty, you decide, I'm gonna unwind, have fun, play Call of Duty. And then you end up in a pool of sweat because you are versing little Timmy camping in a corner with a shotgun so that he can go and have a positive KD. And the reason this happens is because the game tries to give you a 1 KD and a 50% win rate. So if you do really good, let's say you have one good game, you had a 1.7 KD, they're gonna put you in a game with people with 1.7 KDs who get that averagely. So you're just gonna get shit on. But that's how skill-based matchmaking works, because it wants that 1-1 ratio. And if you win a game, they're gonna try to put you on the losing team next game with players who are a little bit worse than the other players. But skill-based matchmaking works, so they try to make everybody around the similar level. First, before I get to like my actual point of the video, let's look at some scorecards. So this first scorecard that I pulled up, you can see that I had a 1.12 KD. So I'm just barely over 1. You look at my team, 1.21, 1.06, 0.88, 0.72, 0.85. You look at the enemy team, 1.42, 1.18, 1.06, 0.65, 0.8, and 1. So everybody is around that 1 KD range. The only exceptions is the guy with the 1.42 and the 0.65. Those are a little bit off the 1. But in general, everybody is around that 1 KD range. And that's how skill-based matchmaking works. They put everybody with similar skill levels against each other, so you're basically versing a mirror. So nobody got completely destroyed, but nobody also completely destroyed the lobby. Because of that, if you want to have fun using a weapon that isn't meta or grind some camos, you will get butt fucked by little Timmy weighing 450 pounds at 4'3 with Cheeto dust on his finger screaming, Mom, I need my pizza rolls, using a meta loadout. And by that, I mean a shotgun, because that's all people run now, is because that's the only way they can boost their KD, and they have like 20 claymores set up. Camping. It's not fun. Period. It's literally not fun. But that's the gameplay Call of Duty wants, and that's what skill-based matchmaking promotes. Because the only time you feel like you can do good is if you sit in one location and farm kills like that for people who run through the door. So that makes the game not fun. Because everybody's sitting and camping, la la la. It's not fun. You can't run around and kill people like you used to do in Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops. You have to play to that style if you want to succeed. So the only way you get multiple kills is because of that. So because of this 1-1 like method, it makes you that you need a camp. So if you're trying to play with your friends and they're a little bit worse than you, they will get put into lobbies that are much harder, because skill-based matchmaking, after the first 2 games, it compensates to the best player's KD. So let's say I had a 1.7 KD and my friend just have a 1 average KD. They are going to be going against people who are much better than them, and they are not going to have fun. They're going to get shit on by FaZe Dorito dust, FaZe pizza rolls, and FaZe Cheeto dust, because they just won't be able to do anything about it. So your friends are going to try to play with people who are better, but they're just going to get butt fucked by little Jimmy camping in a corner. You remember when you had fun playing Call of Duty? It hasn't been fun in a while. And you wanna know why? Because it feels like you're never improving. This is because you're going against yourself every single game. There's no reward of that feeling when you kill someone who is better than you. If you verse the same person over and over again, you can't have fun farming kills on people who are worse than you. So there's no reward in playing the game, because you're just versing yourself every single time. The only point of playing the game is to grind camos. But when you're trying to get camos on weapons that aren't meta, because of this 1-1 KD, everybody's using meta weapons. So the moment you start using a weapon that isn't as good, it puts you at a huge disadvantage. So getting camos becomes really hard. And also, it becomes hard because of the fact that getting 2 to 3 kills without dying in this game, getting double kills or getting the 3 kills without dying, becomes a lot harder when everybody is camping and playing to that 1-1 style. You can't kill multiple people because people aren't sticking together. They're each hiding in a house, or if they are sticking together, they kill you right when you walk through the door. So it makes the camos that are supposed to be easier to get actually harder to get. So because of skill-based matchmaking, it literally gets harder. Let's get started with kill scores and nukes. Kill streaks, my bad, not kill scores. Kill streaks and nukes now. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's hard to build high kill streaks now, so most people just equip ones that require lower amount of kills or lower amount of points. Because of this, there's a heavy UAV meta because it doesn't require that many kills or that many scores. So there's like 50 billion UAVs. So like, okay, there's UAVs. I'm gonna run Ghost. Ghost doesn't fucking work. Thousands of devs on this game, working on this game, right? Ghost, one of the most prominent, well-known perks of Call of Duty, doesn't even work properly. It doesn't work. So people use UAVs and camp and watch that little red dot and wait for that red dot. About to walk to the door, bam, you're killed with a shotgun. Ghost doesn't work. You can't counter that, so UAVs are prevalent in this game. I'm not even joking. I spent games like 3 minutes just shooting down UAVs because my team's not gonna do it because they're too busy camping in a building to even bother shooting the UAVs. So the UAV meta is also making this game harder for people who are trying to have fun, run in and shoot in an arcade shooter game, by the way. This is an arcade shooter. It's not a ranked lobby. In ranked, skill-based matchmaking is fine. It's fine in ranked, but it's not fine in a casual game. So I'm not sure about you, but when I get home from school, I want to play Call of Duty to have fun, not sweat my fucking balls off. If I want to do that, I play a competitive game. I play Overwatch. I'd even play Pokemon. I'd play a competitive game if I wanted to deal with people at the similar level as me. But because of skill-based matchmaking, it's making the game unenjoyable. So how do we fix skill-based matchmaking? First, I'm gonna pull up some scoreboards from the older Call of Duties. Okay, let's look at this scoreboard. This guy has 54 and 15 kills, but then his teammate has 1838, 1830, 931, 1834, 1538. The other team has 44, 25, 32, 29, 36, 33, 22, 27, 35, 12, and 29, 9. So, even though the guy on the top leaderboard with 54 kills and 15 deaths was doing really good, his team still lost. The reason because of this is because team-based balancing balanced out the scoreboards. So it allowed him to have fun, killing a lot of people, but it also allowed the people on the other team, on the people on the bottom who weren't as good. But it also allowed the people on the bottom of the guy with the 54 kills, it allowed them to get better because they're versing people who are better than them. So it allows them to get better. So, but let's just look at the diversity of those scoreboards. It's crazy because, like, yes, there was that one player that was doing really good, but his team still lost. So basically, it's a system that balances out different teams. An example of this is if somebody would go like 30 and 5, he would get paired with the 5 worst people in his lobby, and then the 6 average people would be on the other team. This would make it so that everybody can get kills, and the team against the really good player wouldn't feel like they're getting curve stomped. This is how skill-based balancing works. It balances everything out. And you may be like, the people who went negative aren't having fun. But even if they aren't, which I can tell you that's not true because I played these older games, it allows them to improve because they are versing people who are better than themselves. And it also made you want to get better. So you did learn. You did get better. You even watched videos, exclusive Ace. I watch that guy all the time on Call of Duty Ghosts, trying to like make my way, find all these cool map spawns, but it made you get better. So eventually you were that guy at the top of the leaderboard, or you were the guy on the other team who was going positive and getting kills on the people who wasn't as good. So it was fun for everyone. It felt you were improving. It felt you were rewarded. It felt like you were rewarded for taking the time to get better. You could also farm kills on the people who would run in the open to get like kill streaks and score streaks. And it would also cause the people who are running the open to learn that they can't do that because they're versing people who are better. So they have to adapt to kill the people who are better. I'm not sure about you guys, but when there was like, when I was going like 50 and 10, and there was another guy on the enemy team going 50 and 10, it kind of sparked like a little rivalry. Like you would go against this guy and like it'd go 50-50, and like the winner would be able to raise their kill streaks and score streaks, and it was fun because you had like a little rival, like, you know, like Pokemon, like rival. It was pretty cool, but it also felt when you beat them, you felt like you were rewarded. Like, damn, I just killed that guy who could be better than me. And yes, there were games where like you were at the bottom of the leaderboard and you were going 10 and 30, but it just made you want to get even better. But when you're going against yourself, courtesy of skill-based matchmaking, it doesn't feel rewarding to play since you never feel like you're improving. That's why I think bringing back team-based balancing is better, because it makes it more fun for everyone and it allows you to get those high kill games, makes you want to improve when you're versing people who are better than you, and makes you feel rewarded for improving. It was a much, much more fun overall experience and a better experience. It was genuinely more fun. Here, like, let me pull up the scoreboard. Let me get the scoreboard. As you can see, this guy went 25 and 2. His teammates went 15 and 9, 10 and 10, 9 and 6, 8 and 10, 8 and 13. So the guy who went 25 and 2 did really good, and the people on his team didn't really get killed that bad. And you go to the opposing team, they went 13 15, 13 13, 10 12, 10 15. They didn't really get that much, like, they didn't really get shit on that much because they were able to kill the people below the guy with 25 kills. And the 25 kills guy was able to have fun because they could farm kills off of all these other people. So it was fun. More proof on why team-based balancing was better than skill-based matchmaking, because like I said again, it makes you feel like you're improving and like you're rewarded for your gameplay. So it was a much, much more fun overall experience. So I think the way Call of Duty saves their game is bring back team-based balancing, because that's what's missing from the older Call of Duty games that the new Call of Duty games don't have. That's what people enjoyed from the older Call of Duty games, is being able to get those high kill games, being able to do good and have fun even when you're doing bad. So if you guys liked what I said, make sure to drop a subscription, a follow, what you want to call it. Hit the like button, even share it to your friends. But that's why I feel like skill-based matchmaking isn't a good thing for casual games to have. It would be fine in a ranked game mode, just not in a casual game. And with that, peace out.